Now to Cuba in crisis. A massive pro-government rally filled the streets outside the U.S. Embassy in Havana today. It was a sign of solidarity with the regime following the indictment of Raúl Castro and pressure by the U.S. government. And tonight we are learning more about the men indicted alongside former Cuban President Raúl Castro in connection to the deadly 1996 Brothers to the Rescue shootdown. CBS News Miami's Manuel Bojorquez is your reporter in Little Havana. And Manny, you've learned one of those men was already in the United States at the time of this historic indictment?
That's right, Lauren. It turns out he'd been living in the United States for months, now being accused of being part of the Brothers to the Rescue attack. One group says he may have been living here even longer. That group tracks Cuban figures living in the U.S.
A photo from the Castro indictment identifies this man as Luis Raúl Gonzales Pardo-Rodriguez, one of 5 Cuban pilots charged, who Luis Dominguez says were already on his radar, information he shared with officials investigating the Brothers to the Rescue shootdown.
They were there years ahead, and that's what the authorities used to be able to verify that the information was correct.
Through the Foundation for Human Rights in Cuba, Dominguez has for decades built a database of Cubans in the U.S. and now abroad with possible ties to the Cuban regime, like is alleged with Pardo-Rodriguez.
And I think in 2016, 2017, I was able to obtain the information that he had been here, visiting friends and so forth.
An indictment against Pardo-Rodriguez filed last year and obtained by CBS News Miami alleges that on an immigration form he stated he had never received any weapons training or other military type training, when in truth and in fact, and as the defendant well knew, the defendant has received weapons training or other military type training as a member of the Cuban Revolutionary Air and Air Defense Force. We also found this allegation that he, quote, misrepresented information on a visa application dated back to May 3rd, 2017.
And Pardo-Rodriguez remains in custody. His attorney told us today they have no comment. Also of note, just yesterday, the Department of Homeland Security arrested a woman here in Miami they say is a sister of a powerful Cuban official. We're live in Little Havana. Manuel Bojorquez, CBS News, Miami.
Manny, thank you. And we've got some breaking news right now. CBS News and CBS News Miami's Jim DeFede has learned when CIA Director John Ratcliffe visited Havana last week for a rare meeting with senior Cuban officials, he brought along one of the operators involved in the U.S. mission to capture former Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro. That's according to multiple people familiar with the matter. The presence of a paramilitary officer who was involved in capturing a key partner of the Cuban government may have been intended to send a signal to those officials. The CIA did not immediately respond to a request for comment. And stay with CBS News Miami for continuing coverage of the indictment of Raúl Castro. We will keep you updated on air, online, and on the CBS News Miami stream.